people. Welcome to my channel. So, how is everybody in the world? What's going on YouTube? Okay, so today is September the 13th. So, I this is very quick live streaming. Okay, so because here in the Philippines, anyway, before I start, so I would like to thank you to all my members, okay, and then to all my subscribers, new subscribers, and to all my new viewers here in the Philippines. Hello, hello. So, hi, Bayu Belly, hello. So, it's the, Friday the 13th here in the Philippines. Okay, guys, but so tomorrow it's in the Friday the 13th in the States, all right? But here, guys, okay, for those superstitious people, stay at home. Especially you have to lock the door because Freddy will knock your door. Okay. Don't scare about that, guys. So anyway, so thank you. Thank you, Rich. So guys, be careful, the Friday the 13th. Because have you noticed, guys, that, in a high-rise building or in a high-rise condos or, hotel, there's no 13. I don't know what's the story behind of the 13th number, okay? And a lot of people doesn't like the 13 number, Friday the 13th, okay? So it's just like, for me, I don't, when I was, when I was young, we always listen to our parents about, belief. It's just like, I understand, when I was a kid. So during that time in our area, so oh, thank you, Bye Belly. Oh, happy birthday, OG Frank. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate. So it's just like the thing that um oh my god, Bayou Billy, Frank is I don't know what do I need to, do I need to tell, do I need to tell you the age of Kuya Frank? But so far, I think that's the reason why until now that Frank is still, you know, still live and kicking and happy. Still live and kicking and happy. Because, that's, one thing, guys, that, he's very peace, peace, peaceful here in the Philippines. And of course, I really take care of my men. So that's, that's the thing that I cannot give him money because I don't have that much money than he has. So the only thing that I can return all the good things that he given to me is just like um, to take care of him well. Ay, nako. I can't really sing because it's okay, guys. I have to wear this. Okay. So I think the only, the only, because I asked him what he wants for his birthday, and then he never say anything. I don't know why he's like that. Sometimes, I'm so, sometimes I refuse things that he wants because, especially for, anniversary, my birthday, Christmas, he always gives something for me. And then I ask him, what do you want? It's just like, he don't say nothing. It's just like, just be with him, don't I don't need to change. Not clothes. I have to change clothes. But for me it's just like, the one that, the first lily that he made, that he just want that contagiously. Nothing changed. So the only thing that I can give to him is just like, to take care of him. Seriously, guys, that's the only I can return it back to him. Okay, so this is very, I don't know, guys. So I'm not uh, well, I don't really do things that, especially for those, it's good also for if your husband and wife helping with each other. But since that I'm not working, so there's no reason that Frank need to clean, the dishes, or wash the dishes, or what. The only thing that maybe he will do, that when I was not feeling well, that I'm really not feeling well, and then he's the one who cleaned the dishes. And oh my god, and then he asked me, what do you want? Because that time, well, that 2 years ago, I'm not really sick, but I'm not really feeling well. But I think that's the reason why, that once I feel not, I easy for me, to, oh wait a minute, I don't need to, to sleep, or just let, just, I'm sick, I'm not really into that, because I'm scared also to go to the doctor. And of course, what can you expect if you go to the doctor? Expenses, right? But we have money, if in case. But I don't really like that. And then I hate to take medicine. So the only time that, I ask him, because, I don't really, I lose my appetite. I don't really want to eat. So the only thing that I ask him favor, if he can go to SNR and buy me a Kit, we call that Kit, guys. The small mandarin. Because, all the food that I try is tasteless. The only time that I'm not feeling well, I love to eat orange or mandarin. The small guys. Oh my God, when, and then he get ready and go to SNR. Oh my God, and then when he come back home, the backpack that he has, oh my God, it's full of, canned soup. And then he bought me a big, the cheesecake factory. Oh my goodness. So it's just like, it reminds me about when I get sick, when Frank take care of me. Okay, so I think that, I asked him what he wants. Well, because actually, he gave me money, because here's the thing, guys. Here in the Philippines, like, in like uh SM Mall, okay, they don't really have a real leather shoes. It's just like, what do you call that, Frank? You pla leather,
Leather.
leather, plastic leather. So well, there's some, we have also here, leather shoes, but it's quite expensive compared, the shoes and the SM. So I bought that, flat of, the synthetic leather. And then I never use some of my, shoes, especially that, I have two high heels. And then, the house is always, open, the air condition. And then when I check it, it starts to fill off. I never try. I think once or twice. Okay, because I don't, just occasionally. So I went to Skechers because that's my brand of Skechers, and gym shoes, and I saw sandals there, and then Frank told me, no, don't buy that, because I have three sandals that I never use, that I just count on my finger. And then when I check, oh my god, it starts to fall off because it's not pure leather. So he gave me money. Until now, I'm not exchange that money to buy real leather shoes. Okay, so I just making joke to him that, okay, I just gonna wait until the dollars, the USD is 60. So he gave me dollars, not peso. So I'm just thinking that, but maybe I can go to Greenbelt, because when I research, there's a lot of leather, brand uh, branded shoes for women and men, that it's really leather, because I also understand his point. So what's the reason why this synthetic leather, that it will not last long, because it's just like you're wearing disposable shoes. So if you really want to last your shoes, especially here in the Philippines, guys, you have to spend more money to make your shoes last longer. Because I don't know why. That's one thing that I don't really understand. Before, like, the blue jeans guys, just uh few blue jeans that it's spandex. No, you cannot really see the it's not spandex, guys. Like, like I have a cargo, carpenter pants that Frank gave me. Is just like, the Dickies. So that Dickies pants, I wear that when I ride on the motorcycle, because it's thick. Okay, so if in case that I drop the motorcycle, it protect my skin. But now, every most they have using the expandex, that if in case you ride on the motorcycle, it won't really protect your legs or um, skin. So that's one thing. But he made a request that he wants, because I asked him what cake you want, so that we have a favorite bake shop here in the Philippines. Okay, so I told him, so we have to go there to receive what cake he wants to, for his birthday. So maybe I can cook a special dinner for two of us. And then he said no, he wants German chocolate with with the toppings of coconut and pecan. And here's the thing, guys, that, oh my god, I went to the bake shop. It's no longer there. So, oh my god, so good thing that I go online. So maybe later afternoon or tomorrow morning they will deliver the pecans, because that's a good, I'm gonna use that for the toppings of German chocolates cake. Go, I'm gonna bake that for him. And then that's it, guys. So guys, don't forget, because here in the Philippines or tomorrow in the West, okay, be careful. Well, there's some people that they believe in superstitious belief. Okay, so it's just like, be careful. Don't go outside, especially when you drive your car or motorcycle. Be careful. Okay, be careful about that, because accident is very prone on the Friday the 13th, guys. Okay? So, it always, always, no matter what, guys, no matter what, always check your door if it's locked, especially if you have kids. Always check your door if it's locked. If it's unlocked, you have to lock and window. Okay? Because we never know. That's the only thing that, that's the thing that it reminds me. That's the reason why that's what happened to Frank's dad. Because no, they forgot, they forgot to lock the door. So you always lock the door. So that's why, before I go to bed, I always check the front door and then the second door in the porch, and the window. Especially now. Friday the 13th, okay? So I'm not scare you guys, but all you have to do, double check everything, all right? So, and for those people, okay, I would like to invite this coming Sunday. So here in the Philippines, 7 a.m. That would be a Saturday, Saturday 6 p.m. in the West. So I have, of course, Bayo Billy with his wife Judy, and then Sharon Lapu-Lapu, of course, Gitche Lion's Journey, and of course myself and my husband. So we're gonna discuss about health, financial, and then asking help for other people. Is this good thing, or is this, you have to, you have to stop first and think about to us help for other people, especially people that you're not see in person, just only online. Are you gonna take that advantage to us help or not? So that's a good discussion, guys. And of course, this the birthday of my my one and only. Hello, Kiss. Unfortunately, most junk sold is low quality unless you build your item yourself. Do you believe that? Yes. Do you believe of superstitious? Well, it reminds me, guys, that oh my God, my parents, especially my grandmother in my father's sides. Oh my God. Especially, guys, here's the thing, okay? If somebody, if somebody visit suddenly visit us that we're eating, the person who visit that, he or she cannot go right away until we're not finished. So he has to wait, or she has to wait us before he or she leave the house. So there's so many belief. And what else? We're not allowed, we're not allowed to cook in front of the, in front of the stove while singing. So there's so many belief. What the heck is this? And then, what? Oh my God. I don't know, guys, people in the West, do you have also belief on that? And then, what else? We're not, we're not allowed to eat if the sun is, it starts to, on, what do you call that? It's almost dawn, okay? So we're not allowed to eat that. So we just wait until, until the sun is no longer shown, okay? So yeah, but me, I stopped, I stopped doing that, okay? It's just like belief. Okay, especially guys, especially if one of our family passed away. Okay, so going to a going to a funeral or the wake, you're not allowed to wear red. Okay, red color. So we avoid that. And you're not allowed, especially uh, one of your family passed away, and then on the week you're not allowed to sweep. You have to you have to use the rug to wipe the floor if something, if it's dirt. You're not allowed to sweep that. I don't know. And then there's so many ritual. There's so many ritual about that. And I remember, because we do plant rice or corn before we start to to plant the seeds. My mother that time, there's a there's a cross, and then she has to go around and pray. I don't know. And then during the harvest, she has to go around and pray and put something there, things like that. But me, I'm not really used that. I don't know. It's just like I just do what good for for myself, and the person that I with. Do something good for me. The only thing that I do something good for yourself and others. Okay, uh don't step other people's feet or foot. Okay, so do things good for yourself and for other people's, just like that. I'm not really into the belief, because if you're gonna sometimes I believe that this kind of superstitious belief is just like uh, manipulated people's mind. Okay, they cannot really go to the things that they want, so they have to stop first. Because of that, it's already programmed in our brain. Okay, just like I guys, I am Filipino, but I'm not really aware of. It's just like the kids, when they get older, is their responsibility to take care of their their parents. Okay, and just some kids that when they work hard. Okay, and this is very common. They will tell, this is for my family. They never think this is for myself and for my retirement. So that's a good discussion that I'm going to tackle this coming Sunday, guys. Okay, let me read your comment. Yeah. But Lilibet, maybe I don't believe in superstitious thing, but sometimes you have to believe in something. Well, especially guys that, oh my God. Well, it's so hard to explain that superstitious, guys. Okay? But some people did tell us that it really happens to them. Okay? It really happens to them. But it's just like, it's just like, if you're gonna believe that, because our mind is very powerful. Okay, if you're gonna think that, well, it happened. But if you don't, okay, you hear that but you don't really think too deeply, well, it's just like nothing's happened. So it's just like, they said that, Friday the 13th, that it's kind of a bad omen or bad bad day, or that's a bad number. And that's they said that, oh, don't be scared of the mumu. Mumu, guys, don't be scared of the ghost or what. You have to be scared for real people. That's one thing that you have to scared about. Even though I cannot see everything to believe, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Yeah, I understand what you mean. What you mean, Kiss, because it happens to me. Okay, guys, when I was like in my 20s, I was 23, I just living with my big sister. My big sister, she's married to a policeman, okay? So here in Metro Manila, because, my brother-in-law assigned in record section. So, some of, especially in NCR, in Camp Bagong Diwa. He was resigned in Camp Bagong Diwa, and then they have barracks. Okay, it just like housing. Well, housing for for officer that assigned in record section or R1. So, and they said that the record section building, so how many, there's two-story building, one, two, three, just like four rooms, so all the records of all PNP. And then there's an area there that I stay there. Sometimes I just sleep there by myself. And then it's closed, guys. It's closed. The door is closed because my brother-in-law was in charge of that. And then one time I just sleep on my folding bed because on the second floor it's too hot, so I just stay on the second floor. I saw a big chicken, white chicken, guys, white chicken. And then I just it's suddenly that when I opened my eyes, I saw the big chicken on my feet, that staring at me, that what do you call that, Frank, the red thing that hanging on the chicken, Frank, here,
Comb.
comb,
Comb.
comb, the chicken, the chicken comb, it's hanging and it's staring at me, big chicken. So if I gonna weigh the chicken, it's about 3 pounds, big chicken. And then I just slid back because I don't really mind. And then on the second time that I'm ready to get up and do number one, I saw the chicken, it's still there. And then it scares me, guys. So I just go back to my folding bed and close my eyes. And then a few minutes, the chicken is gone. Okay? I saw the chicken. And then I asked, on the next day, I told to my big sister, I saw a big chicken. And then they said, it's just like your imagination. No, it's not. I saw the chicken twice. And then they said that another officer told me, don't you know that on that area where I sleep that night, on that area there's a police officer that was heart attack. He's died right there. And then they saw a white lady on that, on the window. Oh my God, it scares me to death. No, no way. I don't want to sleep here by myself. I don't want to see. Because on the next time, instead of chicken, might, not chicken, but it's a, it's a real ghost. So it happens to me that, guys. But it's so hard to explain. And then they said, no, it's your imagination. No, it's not. Because I just awake that time. They don't really believe me. It's just like, oh. And then they might, they said that they might that the chicken was, was go around there. How the chicken go inside? When I check the window, it's locked, and I check the door, it's locked. How the chicken go inside there? So it's so hard to explain that kind of feeling. So that's the Jason, the first time that I watched the movie Jason. Oh my god. I don't want to sleep because Jason will attack you while you're sleeping. And then uh who's that? Freddy Krueger? So that's scary. So, guys, I would like to invite you all, guys, to come to my live streaming because I have a special guest, okay? But, don't worry, to Taji, don't worry about Taji. I understand, if we still have on that live streaming, you're very welcome to join with us. But, don't worry about that. I understand. Okay? And of course, I'm thinking that do I need to do live while I'm making my German chocolate cake for my husband? Maybe, well, I have to think about it because sometimes, it's not easy, to do on the live stream that, you cannot really do things that you really want to do. Okay, just limit that, you have to be careful about also what you're doing. So guys, so having hair. So happy birthday in advance to my one and only. Um, I have a song. I have a song for you. Casper the chicken. Yeah, I saw that, Frank. The chicken. And I also experienced that, in that building. Hi, Tipichi! In that building, because there's so many people, like, the officers, died there. And, uh, well, that time I don't really have, no, I don't really afraid when I go by myself on the first floor. And one time, I just, because, there's so many lights. Because at the back of that, on the other side of the wall, that's a Bureau of Immigration Detention sale. There's a lot of foreigners there. So sometimes, if we really want to talk with, if we really want to talk foreigners there, there's a Black American, white American that they overstayed. So they're the one that's the detention jail in Camp Bagong Diwa. So on the other side of the wall is that the record section. So and then in the BID there's a lot of lights goes around because they don't want the prison there escape. So I went down because sometimes I cannot really sleep. I just go around. And when I go upstairs, guys, I feel something that somebody's following me, and then the sounds of the footstep like that, and then first when I step my feet, just like I hear somebody's following me on the stairs, but I have to stand first, and then when I walk about 4 steps, I heard like that. And the hair on my skin, it starts to, it starts to standing. And then, I feel something on my, on my ears, that, my ear starts to, oh my god. And then when I s- stop and then observe, and then it's quiet. And then when I look at back, nobody's there. And then when I just, okay, and then just run and scream, I calling me ate, ate. So I experienced that. And then it's so hard to explain, guys, but I don't know if, well, I don't think that's in my imagination, because I never think that. Because I was working also, there's a naval base, there's a naval base in um Zambales. Okay, that's in yeah, Zambales. That's San Antonio. There's a naval base there. Okay, so that's a, that's a U.S. base before. Okay, so I worked there in in Philippine Navy. So we have my boss. He has a friends, one, two, four Marines officer. They're first lieutenant and second lieutenant. Okay, but they are all Filipino. So we're same barracks, because that's, that's the barracks, because their officer, they're free for for their housing. And one time, all my co-workers go outside with their, with their friends. And then just only me left in the barracks. And then when I was in the room, I heard somebody's, washing the dishes. Washing the dishes. I thought that, the officer, oh my god, that officer is, he passed away, he passed away, well, 2 years ago. But that time he's still, he's still working on that naval base. I thought that's him. Okay, so I have to check on the kitchen. Nobody's there, so I have to go back. And then I hear somebody's, washing, washing the plates. And then another senior officer told me, oh, I told him, don't you know that, there's a lot of American soldiers. They bring some women there, and then especially if they're not, if especially, women that, you know a prostitute, once they, once they not agree with the, the price, he said, they kill it. Huh? Are you sure? So I don't know, he's making joke, that's what he said. And then, he said, be careful about uh uh go on the bathtub, because it suddenly the water, he's crazy, the water becomes red. And don't look at, don't look on the mirror, because, there's somebody there in your back. I don't know, they're trying to scares me. So that I experienced that, so many things. But it's just like, sometimes if you really think that you're scared, you're really scared until, until the end of that kind of uh thing happen. But me, I'm just learned that, no, I don't need to scare. I don't need to scare. Even though here, when I go, when I drop the garbage there, I don't really care. I can go 1 o'clock a.m. or 12. But, Frank don't allow me to go, because even though we're living here in a gated and secured place, you cannot really trust your neighbor. So yeah, I learned that. I don't really stay. Oh my god. So yes, so thank you so much, Rich, for giving the super chat in advance to my. See guys, ang haba ng hair ko. Okay, Frank, you want me to sing? Just cover your ears. Where is it? What song you want me to sing for you, Frank? So I want to stay long, so maybe just an hour. What song you want me to sing for you? He said, no. Okay. I love Kenny Rogers. Yeah. Okay. I still have time. So yes, guys, okay, so be careful to all peoples here in the Philippines and also in the west or other side of the world, especially for those have uh, work like driving. Be careful, guys. Okay, always check your brake. Check your brake. And always lock the door. Okay, and as much as you can, stay home. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy your time with your wife or with your husband. Okay. So Frank doesn't want me to sing. Raining here, my internet is weak. Oh, really? Well, maybe because there's a typhoon chip. They said that the typhoon will landfall in Mindanao region, but here in NCR so far so good. Oh, announcement, guys, because for those people that I invited this coming Sunday, guys, here's the thing, guys. If ever, if ever that I can't get in on my on my studio, meaning I don't have internet connection, okay, as simple, the only thing the two things that I can able to do on my live streaming, no internet, and then if we're rushing to if emergency thing, okay, but as much as I can, if there's an internet, the show must go on. So that's the problem. I try to use my data, my the data here is very weak. Okay, so it's just like it's just like no good. Okay, so I hope this coming Sunday my internet will not fuck me up. All right, so that's okay, guys. That's my announcement. Rich, if in case if in case I can't, so the reason there's no internet. Well, uh, yeah, I don't know, cause well, maybe just just wine. So I'm just thinking about food that I gonna sanay malasing mo kami. Ah, you learned some Tagalog, huh? That's good. Good job. Okay. Well, it's just like now it's, it's month of September, October, November, but December, end of November and December, just no rain. Is your, Rich, is your wife is a pure Tagalog? Ah, Bisaya. Okay. Bisdak. So this is the song that we love to sing. Okay. This is my husband's favorite song when he was in teenager. Because, men, they just imagine, the girl that they want to marry when they get older. So just like when I was in teenage, like it's just like, like my father is tall. Well, my father is not, well, he's, it's not really, he's good looking person, man. Okay, tall, dark, and handsome. Okay, that's my, my dream, to meet. Well, it's just like Frank, he's tall, dark, and handsome. And another song. Okay, I'm gonna stay, guys, for 1 hour. Hi, Mark. Thank you for coming, Mark. Hello, hello. What's up? Oh, we love to sing this also. Frank knows this. That's a good thing, guys, that, we're very, he's surprised that when I tell him that song, oh, I like that. Because, well, way back on my, when I was my teenage, I always hear the song like Temptation, like Shirley Bassey, uh, Matt Monroe, Engelbert, Elvis Presley, uh, uh, Sammy David, Sammy Davis Jr. Okay, the Platters, because they play that in the radio every Sunday. So one of these song I'm gonna sing. Well, I'm gonna play this, but I don't really to sing this. So we love to sing this song. This song is dedicated.
If you keep playing this music, you gonna hold.
Hmm? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Well, I'm gonna end up because I'm gonna stay 1 hour, Frank.
No, what I'm saying is, if you keep singing these songs, won't they take away your money?
No,
Copyright?
no.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
Please worry about that. I can share. But I can remove that. Okay, guys. So thank you so much, for tuning in. So I want to stay long. So it's just like, just, a quick live streaming, guys. Okay, so thank you so much, especially Bayo Belly. Thank you, Bayo Belly. See you this coming Sunday, okay? And Mark, and TPG, and Kiz, and Frank. So, maraming salamat sa lahat. Bye!